Hello, welcome to today's topic, the hidden giants powering Denmark's economy. Denmark can be considered as a small country, as the current estimate gives less than 6 million people, but it has dominant companies known worldwide. Their major firms operate from life-saving medicines to global shipping routes and renewable energy. Just a handful of companies are doing a huge share of the heavy lifting. What is the sentiment of Danish people for relying on three major companies for the economy? Denmark is known for wind turbines, clean cities, and high quality of life. The country is well at the forefront of renewable energy, but behind that image is a powerful economic engine. Not with many conglomerate firms, but with very limited companies at a dominant position. Well-managed firms that built on reliability, sustainability, and long-term vision. In this video, we'll reveal three of Denmark's most important players. They are leading on export goods and services. Major employers ensure respect and influence at the world stage. We can name Novo Nordisk, Maersk Line, Vestas. Based on what has been said, can we conclude it's a success or a hidden risk? 1. Denmark's economic model. Denmark is regularly classified as one of the most competitive and stable economies. The country offers generous welfare, but is also high on a strong and dynamic private sector. Exports and innovation are playing important roles in its industries, contrary to bigger economies. Denmark's scale means that a few companies can have an outsized impact, and right now, three stand above the rest. 2. The pharmaceutical powerhouse, Novo Nordisk. First, Novo Nordisk. This company has become one of the most valuable in Europe, thanks largely to its findings and production of diabetes medicines and, more recently, weight loss treatments. You have heard about Ozempic and Wegovy, which are drugs for type 2 diabetes and weight loss. They are produced by Novo Nordisk. High sales worldwide, bringing revenues to Denmark. The company's growth has been so strong that it's influenced Denmark's entire GDP figures, but that success also creates dependency. The Danish economy can suffer if demand slows for this company, or if regulations change and competition intensifies. Less revenue would impact this company and the country. 3. The global trade backbone, Maersk. Maersk is another big company. It's among the top shipping firms. All kinds of maritime carrier goods to transport full containers, gas and oil, or general-purpose products. Maersk also invests and operates on port operations. If you've ever bought something shipped internationally, there's a good chance Maersk played a role during the global supply chain disruptions earlier in the decade. Maersk's profits surged, but shipping is highly cyclical. When global trade slows, freight rates drop and so do revenues. This makes Maersk both a strength and a vulnerability, a global leader, but one tied closely to the ups and downs of world trade. 4. The green energy champion, Vestas. As one of the world's leading wind turbine manufacturers, Vestas is at the center of the global transition to renewable energy. Nations are discussing energy sovereignty. Vestas offers that, as this firm is well advanced in renewable energy, its turbines power wind farms across continents, making Denmark a key player in the green economy. but this sector also has its limits. Renewable energy is seasonal and costly. This industry is growing and can help Europe in the mix of energy, but challenges are huge: rising material costs, supply chain issues, and intense competition have squeezed margins. Profitability isn't guaranteed. That makes Vestas a symbol of both opportunity and uncertainty. 5. The concentration risk. Coming back on a question we asked earlier, what happens when three companies become this important? First, we can say they bring enormous benefits: high-value exports, strong global influence, high-paying jobs, thinking seriously. We can also say they create concentration risk if one struggles. The effects can be felt across the economy, from stock markets to government revenues. Viewing their global exposure, any major geopolitics crisis can impact their financial results. It's a bit like putting too much weight on a few pillars. If one weakens, the whole structure feels it. 6. Why it works for now. Despite these risks, Denmark has managed this model remarkably well: strong institutions, diversified smaller businesses, and forward-thinking policies help balance the system. And these companies themselves are highly innovative, constantly adapting to global changes. For now, the model works, but careful management and monitoring need to be observed. Conclusion. We learned a lot about Denmark's economy. A small country, but a serious presence in the global economy. Companies like Novo Nordisk, Maersk, and Vestas have turned the country into a powerhouse in healthcare, trade, and renewable energy. They are leading companies, boosting Denmark's exports, but their dominance has drawbacks. We are questioning their vulnerability to geopolitics shocks. Are they resilient? Can Denmark continue to rely on a few giants? Will it need to broaden its economic base? The answer will shape not just Denmark's future but its role in the global economy. Thank you for your attention. Please support our work. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Please watch the next video I selected for you at the end of this page.